I'm an idiot for you. I'm an idiot for art. I guess I should have painted my hands. What's good? This is the real Marilyn from the Monsters. Really real, like a real monster, like she should be. This would be her. This is pretty. This is nice. This is my Halloween hacks video. I will be explaining some different hacks that you can use, some really cheap ways to make Halloween very special this year. I used a $3 paint palette from Walmart. I used fake blood that I made with Caro syrup, baby powder, and many other products. They're going to come in handy, not just for this look, but any other look you're trying to accomplish for Halloween. We're just gonna get into the video. Okay. As much as I love talking to you guys, would rather be watching Buffy while I do makeup and then do a voiceover later, but that's not possible today, so I'll stop my whining. As most of you know, I use drugstore products, and I wanted to show you how I create some of my looks. I'm actually not filming in my bathroom this time, which is wonderful. I'm so happy to be sitting down and not standing up through the entire tutorial, which could actually be hours. That's what I do for you guys. I love you. We're going to start with how I create some of the paints that I use on my skin. These are not advisable only because they stain a lot. I have had several days where after a shoot I have walked around with like a fully red face, or like blue, which is worse. Oh, you don't want blue. You can't even put makeup over that shit. Stick to the warm colors and you'll be good, kid. I use assorted food dyes for everything. Should be telling you this. I feel like this is dangerous and you're all gonna come back with crazy looking faces, or you're gonna be like Smurfs. So what I've done in the past is I have actually mixed a cream paint with cream foundation just from anywhere. I use Wet n Wild. I actually recommended this on my Snapchat. If you want to follow my Snapchat, it's Kayla Danielle A. I found this one the other day. It's amazing. It's full coverage. It's what I'm wearing right now. I'm just, again, fair warning, the regular food dye, Sierra, with like a drop. As you see, I'm mixing. The color of the foundation is changing. Obviously, you can change the color based on how much you put in it, but this is like a soft mint green, just like one tiny little drop here. You can see that. And it's full coverage. It's like normal.
That was a weird place to swatch it.
It's a great way to tell if it's going to stain. That was our first ever hack. The next one, I actually did a fake blood tutorial, so this is especially important for Halloween hacks. Extremely sticky because it's Caro syrup, which translates to corn syrup. If you wear it like the entire Halloween night, you will be sticky and uncomfortable. I'll swatch it for you, and you can go and look up. Actually, I can link below my blood tutorial. That's kind of what we're going for. Like, grab your lover's hand, you're like a zombie and he's like a zombie, and then you get stuck together. Holy wow. When it gets stuck on your skin and it's like against fabric, it will like pull your skin out like that, which is, it's gross. If you go to Walmart and you get one of these grease paint palettes that are like $3, it's not like easy to use at all by any means. I use coconut oil. And I just put my coconut oil in a jelly jar. I mean, it looks cute. Don't get me wrong. It's real cute. I will actually take some of this on a brush. I'll like put it in the center right here. You test the color, since we're already kind of got green on this brush. You go over the grease paint with the coconut oil. It just makes it a lot easier to manage, and it spreads better. Look at that. But that is just one way to use cheap paints and manage them for Halloween and not spend a fortune on a paint palette you're never going to use again. Save yourself some money and time. Taking, I'm sure you all have seen, a spongy applicator like this and picking off the corners so you don't want any edges. Don't leave any spaces unpicked, if you can see that. If you are sufficiently green, keep in mind that grease paint does not stay, and if you're mixing it with coconut oil, that's just adding more grease, so it will wipe away. It's easy to leave like a trace. I don't know if you can see that. Keep in mind, like when you are buying a cheaper paint, there's a chance that it's not going to last as long. That's why quality is worth the amount of money that you spend. Don't forget, if you're doing a full complete look like what I'm doing, you really do want to get your ears if your ears are exposed. Side note, if you have a chance to pick up any Sephora black matte eyeshadow, It has saved me for, like, there's so many things I've used it for. Matte black, and it's so hard to find these, but just the Sephora brand has them. I will take a normal lipstick here. You can actually use it as grease paint, FYI, if you have lipsticks and you don't use them and you want to put something colorful on your face, you can use it as like a grease paint. If you don't have a black matte lipstick, take your matte eyeshadow, put a little bit of lipstick on, and then pat it on. Just be aware of fallout. You can also create cool ombre effects. And use a highlighter. This is actually from H&M. You don't want to use false eyelashes and you want to color your lashes a different color, I would suggest using any sort of brightly colored shadows. Yeah. Then add the color. Okay, so I don't have quite enough mascara on for it to show up, so I'm going to add more. And then add a little bit more to the ends to lengthen. I added the purple just like I added the black around the sides with the lovely little tool we made. I highly recommend going green. If you own a cream paint or an eyeshadow that's highly pigmented and just a lighter color, what I would do here if I hadn't just colored my hair, I would go over it with hair chalk. If you buy a cream paint, I would do something light in the color scheme that you're going for. So this is the color I would use for this look if you do want to replicate it. I'll kind of show you a couple of instances where I've done that. And I just literally did it like hair chalk. I didn't use cream paint for any of those, but you can. And you can buy any color and you can mix it with anything. So that's a thing that you can do. I don't like to use wigs. I don't actually own any wigs. So let's move on to my favorite, baby powder. You can use this to set pretty much anything. I don't advise it for foundation because it just makes it too dry, but at least for this grease paint, I can set it with a big fluffy brush. Problems. Baby powder can also be used as dust. I've used it before in a photo shoot with an old rose, and you can also put it in your hair. Depending on the color, it's going to have a different effect. You can make your hair look old, like you've got white hair, gray hair. If you have dark hair, if you use it on your hair, it is great for dry shampoo. Last but certainly not least, you can add detailing. If you've been on my Instagram, I have this lip thing where I did a bunch of like white dots. I used paint for that and then I put it on my lips. I used a bobby pin to do that. It's around my house. I don't have to buy a brush for it and it's really small, so I can get the smaller dots if I want to add dots. Details instantly with a bobby pin. I'd like to add that this look can also have a gory and scary effect. I would do that by adding, first of all, Scarecrow teeth, which I love. They're actually called Scarecrow Fangs. They look perfect. These were like $13 on Amazon. I would recommend these all the way. What I would add next is some linen, since I have some on hand. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe below to become part of the Alchemy family. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave them below in the comment box. Like this video, like it, thumbs up. Don't forget to share. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this is a great video, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. No, don't do that. So share, please. I love you guys. You're so great. The support I've experienced over the past 3 months have really helped me through a difficult time in my life, but I just want you guys to know I read every comment. I see everything, and it makes me feel so good to see that my work is affecting you guys the way it is and that you love what I do. I just love it. Thank you. And as always, do you. Gosh, my bra's not staying.
I mean, my tube top.
Am I girlfriend material? Tell me. Yes? I think yes. You know girlfriend material when you see it because she usually has green skin and pointy teeth. I think that's highly attractive.